Welcome to Alpha's online training program. Today's discussion is entitled, Why Choose Alpha for Your ASQ CCT Exam Preparation Needs? This is a great question. Well, first of all, you have to understand I have been teaching students ASQ CCT principles for almost 2 decades. I have also passed almost every ASQ certification exam. Nothing makes up for experience. I've also helped thousands of students prepare for ASQ certification exams. I am also a Shingo Award-winning author. Now, this is very unique to Alpha, a very unique competitive advantage. Let me read this. Part of your exam preparation class is to teach you how to take an exam. So I've created test-taking principles. Before I understood these principles, I'd go take a 5.5-hour ASQ exam. It would take me 5.5 hours to finish. After I came up with these principles and exercised them in the ASQ exam, if I take that 5.5-hour exam, I'll finish it in an hour to an hour and a half. I have become a test-taking guru, and I will teach you how to do that. That is one reason our test rates are so high, is because of these test-taking principles. You'll never take a test the same way again. And what's my record for taking an ASQ exam in that using these principles? Approximately a half hour. And yes, I did pass it. So these are amazing. It will be a life-changing experience as far as the way you take exams. Very powerful competitive advantage. And they're copyrighted. And you're only going to get those from Alpha. Now, I know there's disadvantages with online training. Live face-to-face time, you don't get any of that with pure online training. The Alpha system gives you an advantage this way. Schedule live video conferencing sessions at no additional charge. So if you're ever having problems and you need to talk to someone in real time, you can set up a conference, and we get with you and help you through your difficult times. Now, I don't think you'll need that very much because I've been doing this for 20 years. I know all the questions that have been asked, and I've implemented them into my lectures. However, it's an option you can use as needed. Then another competitive advantage, we offer all this training, we stream our videos over our learning management system. It's an online learning management system. It's very easy to use. This is where you go to listen to a presentation. All our presentations are in HD video, similar to the one you're listening to here. Then here's where you go to take an exam. Now we give practice exams and the real exams. And you'll understand if you sign up how we do that. But suffice it to say that we have made taking an exam an educational experience. It's another reason we have such high pass rates. Then you can come in here at any time and review all your old tests. All right, another reason you should choose Alpha is Alpha has the best guarantee in the industry. We guarantee that you will pass on the first attempt, and if you don't, we will pay for half of the cost of one retake. To qualify for the guarantee, you must finish all online exams with a grade of 75% or above. But remember, you may think, well, what if I get 70? Well, you take your practice exams, make sure you can get up to 75 or above, then you take the real exam. So that's not difficult to do. All we do is force you to understand the material at that level of understanding. Read the complete primer and finish all exam questions at the end of each chapter. And we don't leave you alone on this either. Those questions at the end of each chapter, you can go online, you can listen to me solve half of those questions. CCT has some very tough questions. Now, if there are some of the tougher chapters, the mathematical ones, I'll do every single question. And you learn how to do it, then you go do it yourself until you have that down really well. So I offer that also. We really help you with those end of chapter questions. We realize they're very difficult, and we want you to learn, but we don't want you to get overly frustrated doing it. So we really help you out there. Then you'll finish all practice exams and final exams and score over 80%. Again, these have practice exams also, so you can practice them till you get at that level of understanding. Once you do, that signifies to us that you're ready to take the certification exam. Why do we give a guarantee? Because if you do all of these things, your probability of passing is very, very high. Okay, let's review how the whole system works. First, you'll go on, once you register, you'll listen to online lectures and take the associated exams. For this particular class, CCT, you have about 35 hours of lectures that you need to listen to. I gave you 22 hours to finish the testing, and once you finish that, that's a big part of it. Then you go and you start reading the primer. It's a review. We've covered most of the stuff, but you'll read the primer and work questions in the back of each chapter. That's where I record and help you through those. I give you 25 hours to review the primer. Then take practice exams until you get an 80% or above consistently. So you need to get 80% on all those. And once you do that, it's going to take you about 3 hours. But once you get that, you're ready for the exam. A lot of students will say, this is when it finally struck me, when I finally realized I understand the CCT body of knowledge is through taking those practice exams. So they're very important. All right, once you get to that point, you go and take the ASQ CCT exam, which is scheduled to take 4.5. It shouldn't take you that long, but it is a difficult test, so I gave you the full 4.5 hours. Now, if I add all these times together, it equates to 89.5 hours. I suggest you take 3 months in preparing for this exam. You can do it faster, you can do it slower, but that's what most students do. If that's the case, you have to put in 7.5 hours per week. So that's approximately an hour per day. I think that's a great investment in your career, a great investment in your future. We will help you pass the ASQ certification exam, and will help make you a more powerful calibration technician. Well, congratulations, we're about finished here. But if you need to contact me, there's my email address and there's my phone number. Feel free to call me or text me, and I'll get right back with you as soon as I can. Well, congratulations, you have completed this little discussion. I hope you understand the advantage of going with Alpha. I hope you'll give us the opportunity to work with you. Thank you, and have a great day. Goodbye.